Hey guys, Alex here, ajnashville.com. Thanks for tuning in for another Military Mortgage Monday. Today we're going to talk about why a seller should accept a VA offer. A lot of times I get calls from people, I get emails, text messages asking me, hey, this person's a VA buyer. Should we accept this offer, and if so, why? What makes this offer so strong as opposed to some of my conventional money down offers? That's what we're going to debunk. As you can hear, if that microphone works worth a darn, they're mowing the grass outside. I'm on a tight schedule and I can't stop for mowers, but unfortunately I don't have a way to block them out. Anyways, talking about a VA offer. VA offers are actually easier to underwrite than most conventional offers because they require less overlays, because the VA buyer is typically a stronger buyer, and that's statistically proven. With less foreclosures, VA offers are a lot easier to get through underwriting. Another thing is zero down. Okay, we see a lot of down payment assistance programs. FHA, zero down, advertised everywhere. Usually they're associated with low credit scores. In this case, zero down does not mean weak buyer. That's an FHA program. VA is a right that was earned by a person that chose to serve that gets the opportunity to have zero down. Truly one of the last remaining benefits that the veteran will have when it comes to everything that they've earned by fighting and saving your ass overseas. Also, the VA appraisal. A lot of people look at the appraisals and they say, oh my God, VA, it's gonna be so difficult. Here's a couple things they're gonna look for. They're gonna look for health, hygiene, and hazards. There's another H in there, I can't remember what it is right now. It's not on my teleprompter, so we'll talk about that later. But basically, if you have a guy that's changed the motorcycle oil in the living room of his apartment or of his house he's selling, that's okay. They don't care if there's a big oil stain in the middle. Now, take the same thing and put dogs in there and have pee stains, poop stains, everything else on the carpet. That's a hygiene or a health hazard. VA is going to dock that. Now, obviously when we're putting veterans into homes, hopefully you wouldn't look for a home that wasn't suitable for a veteran to move into, turn the key and live. Now, the great thing is, let's say there's an issue with the appraisal. We do have an opportunity to overcome that with what's called Tidewater. That's when the appraiser announces to us that, hey, there's an issue meeting this value here. Can you guys supply me with the comps that are needed in order to meet this value? Then we can provide the comps to the appraiser, which he or she must address every single comp that was provided. Now, the goal here obviously is to strengthen this case. So when we provide comps, let's make sure that they're valuable ones that actually make sense to the property. Don't take $1 million listing from 6 miles away and compare it to your $200,000 listing. Also, if for some reason that isn't met, there's other steps that we can venture through in order to get the value there. As you're starting to see, VA is not as bad as you once thought it was, right? Right. Also, VA loans are more valuable to us as lenders. What that means is they perform better. They're better in our portfolio. They have less default rate. They're backed by the government. They take care of paying their bills on time, typically. Your veteran will typically pay on time. They're great to build up the portfolios with, because if you understand the way mortgages are sold off, when we can package a bunch of VA loans with a couple more that may not perform as well, your FHAs, your conventionals that don't perform as well as the VA ones do, when you package them and bundle them all together, it looks like a more appeasing package to serve to the servicers. Does that make sense? Should. Just back there nodding his head like, yep, makes perfect sense. Also, the last thing, I wish you could see the dance that Jeff's doing right now. The last thing is, there's no greater way to say thanks to a veteran besides actually stepping in and helping them obtain what it is that they fought to protect, to preserve, and to serve for overseas so they can come back and get a home for them and their family. Don't you think it's worth that extra time to take a second glance and say, man, this is a VA offer? It's not just letters. It's not just a paycheck. It's honoring the people that have taken the time to honor us, to serve us, to sacrifice for us, that have taken an oath and written their name on a contract to receive a dollar amount with no knowledge of how much it's going to cost them in order to receive that. So the least we can do as American citizens, as patriots of the United States of America, is to accept an offer from a veteran to say, yes, you fought for it, it's yours. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Military Mondays, we'll see you next week.